Thank you very much, Joe. You know, all this talk of contraception, abortion, and the leaked opinion on Roe v. Wade last week, several of you have sent us some text messages and emails about your questions that concern abortion in Idaho. Like this one from Judy in Boise, who asked, what are the current abortion numbers compared to 20 years ago? Specifically in Idaho, we would assume, because, well, what is the typical person having an abortion? After all, this is the 208, so we're going to focus on just Idaho. The state of Idaho actually started requiring abortion reporting back in 1977, which was 4 years after Roe v. Wade. Looking at the numbers from the year 2000, that's 22 years ago, 1,568 Idaho women, those who were residents of the Gem State, had an abortion. 801 abortions were performed in-state. 22% of those were done on those who came from another state. Back in 2000, there were 7 abortions performed on kids under the age of 15, by the way. Jump ahead to 2020 because 2021 numbers aren't available yet. 2,007 women from Idaho had an abortion, and there were 1,574 performed in the state. 9 of those on kids under the age of 15. So while the total number of Idahoans getting an abortion has gone up slightly over the last 20 years, the number done in-state has nearly doubled, from 801 to 1,574. And since 2010, there's been an average of 1,543 abortions a year in Idaho. As for the typical person Judy asked about, well, in 2020, 32.5% were between the ages of 20 and 24 years old. 20 to 25-year-olds made up about 25%, and nearly 17% were aged 30 to 34. 78% were not married, and nearly 80% had an abortion for the very first time. By the way, the biggest year for abortions in Idaho, that was 1981, with more than 2,700 that year. Now, those are a number of legal abortions. Should Roe v. Wade be overturned, letting states determine abortion legality, well, Idaho will be one of the states where it won't be legal anymore, or very rarely. Idaho passed a trigger law back in 2021, which would ban abortions after 6 weeks of pregnancy, with a few exceptions for rape, incest, or the health of the mother. Another abortion ban, the one passed this last session, which includes that 6 weeks barrier, would also allow the family to charge a doctor who performs an abortion. That law is currently tied up in the court system, but wouldn't matter anyway should the Supreme Court rule against Roe v. Wade, a decision that's expected as early as next month.